Hey y'all, it's Ashley, and in today's video, I want to talk about abandoned paintings and, well, not really talk about abandoned paintings. Well, basically, I am talking about abandoned paintings, but I'm working on abandoned paintings. There we go. So, a couple months ago, I had this idea of a video idea, and I filmed a bunch of footage, y'all. And then, and then I stopped posting videos for a few months because of storage issues. And you can probably see why I had storage issues, because I kept filming a lot of stuff for y'all. But, anyways, I had this idea of trying to finish up working on paintings because that was very, aggressive. But, but finishing up paintings because I want to start fresh, and I've got a bunch of ideas that I want to do, but I have all these, as you guessed it, abandoned paintings that are on my mind that I need to finish up. And so this is going to be a series. I think this will be part one because I have tons of footage, and I also have tons of paintings that I need to work on. And this is just the beginning. And the reason why I have so many abandoned paintings is because the previous year I was in college and I would just love to work on other stuff that wasn't homework, as you could say. And so I would start a lot of stuff that I didn't finish. And so that's why I have a ton of stuff that's not finished. Though this one I'm working on right here, I think this was one of the first ones I started after finishing my Italy pieces. I believe. I could be totally wrong, but I think I started working on this one as kind of like a challenge for myself because I don't really do buildings and things. So I think that's why it was abandoned, was because I was just working on other stuff. And as well, I was working on, you know, I was working on like the business side of being an artist. So a lot of stuff just got pushed to the side while I worked on other stuff. Which is crazy to say, but it happens. It's life. And so I'm trying to work through that now. But yeah, this sky really gave me a lot of trouble. This is actually, I think, either the second or first painting that I used these new oil paints. So I recently, or not recently, but when I was doing this painting, I recently switched to new paints because, yes, so this was the second painting, or this was the painting after my Italy pieces, because this is the first time I'm using this kind of paint. And this is the Winsor & Newton Artisan water mixable paints. And I used regular oil paint before this, but I realized the space of my studio is so small, and I had worked with oil paint in here before, but it just never affected me the way it did when I came back from Italy. And I just had headaches all the time. I wonder if I was using too much of my mediums. That could be it. But I decided to switch to try this water mixable paint because I just felt like it would be better on my health as well as being easier to paint, so that I'm not always having turpentine on hand. You know what I mean? Because in school it was easy to just use it because we had the space and stuff. Um, but now that I'm home, I just decided to play a little bit with it. So with this water mixable, and I have been using water mixable since then. So I do really like it. But with that being said, using a new medium on this with the clouds was really tricky because you know, I'm used to just regular oil paint and having it work well. And this does work well. It's once you get used to it. I was still playing around, and so I think that's why this painting got abandoned. Was, there's a lot of reasons because of it. A lot of artists go through things, or they decide that they don't want to, it's life. And sometimes it happens and it is okay. it is okay to, abandon some things, but you can go back to them or you can paint over them. And I've done that. I've painted over things that I've either abandoned or someone didn't want to pay for it. And I actually ended up painting over it. And the painting that I did over it is amazing, y'all. It's on my Instagram at Miss Elizabeth 97 if you want to check it out. It's this really pretty piece inspired by West Virginia, which is hilarious because the photo that I'm using is a reference from West Virginia that my best friend sent me. But yeah, so that is what I'm working on here. I still haven't finished it because the sky is giving me some troubles, but I hope to finish it sometime in the future. As I said, this is going to be a series, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do another part where I'm sharing. Let me know down in the comments, but I'm trying to decide if I should, if I'm going to work on this painting again. Obviously, I am, but if I should film it and do like a part two, of finishing abandoned paintings, or if I should just do a sit down video and share the paintings I finished after deciding to finish my abandoned paintings. Just let me know down below what y'all would like. If you like these types of videos where I'm sharing, abandoned paintings or just painting in general, just let me know your thoughts and what you like to watch. That would be very helpful. But yeah, I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do with the videos of this series because I've been wanting to start the series for a while, but just never started filming. I filmed a lot, y'all know that, but I just don't know where I want to go with it. So we will see, because I do have a lot of paintings that I do need to finish, but can't finish them right now because they're packed because we're moving. But soon, maybe this fall. But I do have a lot of footage. And so over the past couple weeks, you're going to see all that footage come out because I'm going to do some serious editing. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, we are about to start my next painting. We're about to do a little slideshow of like and subscribe. Well, look at that. So don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell and the little bell. Wait, that's the same thing. You get what I mean. And leave a comment below what you think I should do with the series, what you think the end goal. So now it looks like I'm starting my next painting. And these are the colors that I'm using, as you can tell. We've got a yellow ochre, cadmium yellow, we got cadmium red, I think Lism crimson. Nope, that's cerulean blue. That's Pathio blue, ultramarine blue, burnt sienna, and burnt umber. So these are the colors that I love to use in any kind of painting. They're I don't know, they're really good colors. And sometimes I do like to use alizarin crimson. I don't know why I didn't put that in this wait, I didn't put it in this set because I didn't have it yet. I ended up getting alizarin crimson the other day because I ran out of yellow ochre, burnt umber, and ultramarine blue. And I ended up picking those up at Hobby Lobby. But I think I did get alizarin crimson on Amazon. But that was before I found out that Hobby Lobby had good prices for these paints. So talking about the painting that I'm working on, this is, you probably saw the video. I can link it up if y'all would like to watch it. But it was part of the series where I'm painting for myself. And so as you can tell, I was using a reference of an old photo. And this is a scene in Maine. Now, this is going to be a collection. I just haven't finished the paintings yet because obviously they got abandoned. I think really what happened was I was focusing more on my business side of being an artist, and so a lot of things just got pushed to the side, which is really, really sad. But you gotta learn. And so I think recently that's what I learned was that, I've gotta do a good balance because once school was over, it was really hard to get a good balance going. So I do want to talk a little bit about this painting. I know I briefly mentioned it's part of a main series and that I do have a video. Um, but this is a view from my dad's house in Maine from a long time ago, and I just really gravitate towards these photos that he took because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful mountain behind his house, and the one I'm working on here is a morning scene, I believe, because I think that is fog that's around the trees. And I did a painting kind of like this for my senior show, and I just absolutely loved working on the mountains in the background. And that is from the same like section of um, the pictures that my dad took of his backyard. And so I put together some photos I found from his collection, and I'm kind of doing it kind of like a Moe kind of way. I know I said it wrong, Claude Moe, totally butchering his name. But anyways, he did this thing where he would paint something, the same thing over and over again, but in different settings of like day and night, or like, afternoon, mid afternoon, things like that. And I really love how the light changes in his pieces. And Claude Moe is like one of my favorite artists ever. And so, I'm channeling that inner Moe in me as I work on this piece. But I kind of took it from there to do kind of something similar for my own series of this area of, the back of my dad's old house. And so, yeah, this is just the morning scene. But I do have a few others as well. And they also change in they change with the weather too. So instead of just all being, let's say, the summer of lilies, of water lilies, in the pond, it's some of them are like early spring. I think that's maybe what this one is, early morning spring, because I do have another one, and it is snowy in that one, and so I'm kind of like doing it, playing it like that way. But I do have some others that are kind of similar to each other, but they are a little different. But yeah. So some of you are probably like, why Maine? Why this scene? Why working from your dad's photos? And one of the things is there's a few things. Firstly, the photos that he takes or took were amazing. And it's funny how I can appreciate the photos that he took when, I am his daughter, obviously. Talking about my father here. But he took those because he was like, "Oh, this is a good shot," or whatever. And now I'm looking at it and thinking that is a good shot. Like he did a good job, and so it's kind of like an artistry thing through the family. And Maine for me is just I've always loved Maine. I wasn't raised in Maine. I was raised in Texas, and so my roots are in Maine. Will always be in Maine, and I just I love trees. I love the mountains. I love being under canopies of leaves, and I love the soil. I love working in gardens. Like y'all, I'm probably a true Mainer. Maniac is what they call them. But yeah, I just really love nature, and it's probably the artistic side of me probably, but it's probably a family thing too. But I just love nature. and I love Maine. So you put two things together and you got a Maine collection. Um, Maine and Maine. Two different words, but they sound the same. But anyways, we're getting close to the end of this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video and this series that's gonna come. And, tell me your favorite places down below. Not in the comments. Your favorite, pieces to paint, favorite places to paint, or your just favorite places overall. And, yeah, I'm going to say it again. Like and subscribe and hit the notification button if you want to know when a video of mine is going to come out, and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. I really appreciate everything that y'all do for me on this channel and helping me achieve my dreams of being a full-time artist. Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday for our next video. Thanks, y'all, so much. Bye.